Hi all, thanks for joining me. My name's Chris. It's, well, I say there's a lot of trails around the world, and you get the Appalachian Trail in America, you get the Milford Track in South Island of New Zealand there, and in Scotland there's the West Highland Way, and I'll never ever get an opportunity to go and do the Appalachian Trail or the Milford Track, for example. One day I should hope to do the West Highland Way, but near me, pretty much on my doorstep, is the Cateran Trail. And it's over 100 mile circular kind of walk, and I've done sections, and today I'm doing another section. I was actually heading out to a lock and I passed this section. I thought, well, actually I'd like to see something I've not seen before. I've done this walk before over there, so we stopped here. We're walking this trail now, and we're just taking a look, because I think one day when I do the trail, and I really do hope to, you know, it'll take me 5 days. Most of my days off holiday wise is winter time, so you've got less light and it's snowy and icy and pretty hard going it would be, especially for me. So if I get familiar with sections on the trail, it would make it a lot easier. And so we're out here now. It is beautiful, it's nice, we're in the hills, fresh air, and we're heading away from the road there. We're heading up there somewhere. I'm not sure if we're heading down that way or this way. I didn't bring a map because this was an unplanned walk. We've got for lunch Spanish beans omelette. It's not. You've heard of Heinz, the company, they do the baked beans. Well, they brought out this product called Spanish beans, and there was another couple of packets they did. I loved it. Cost £1. That might have been a promotional price. £1, and you put them in a pan, you fry them up, and then you add your eggs and you make an omelette, and it was so hearty, nutritious. Really, really loved it, and they took it away. I actually did contact them. I thought that would actually be a quite nice camping kind of market that they could look into for that, because when I go into the camping store, some of those ready meals are up to £15, £16. Yeah, it's a curry, a bolognese, but you know, I like that, and I think it costs a couple of pounds. Anyway, I'm making my own today. I've got baked beans, a tin, and eggs and some spice, so we'll see how we go. FIREBOX and Trangia fuel. So I need to find a place to cook. We'll head on up a little bit more. I'm already sweating, but I'm enjoying myself as well. So yeah, I think we'll get cracking on. Thanks again. Pretty bizarre. It was really windy down there, and I thought, oh no, but in here it's as quiet as anything. I can hear myself heavy breathing. I'm sweating. I need this, actually. It's good. I have been walking a little bit more recently, try and get back into it, but this is a killer. Especially with this jacket on. I'm just being stubborn and not taking it off. I've got a camera in here. Bag's quite heavy, and I've got a drone because I want to send it up and take a look. The problem is there's sheep around here, so I've got to steer clear of them. That's not fair on them for me to be buzzing about, so I'll go up further, find a more quieter spot, and I'm looking for a place to cook, obviously. I wanted to maybe sit next to some water, but it's quite a not a bleak landscape, but fairly barren. It's mostly heather. I've not heard a single grouse. Usually these are like moors, and they breed the grouse for shooting. But I don't know, I'm not seeing too many burnt areas, so they manage it as well. But there's a lot of sheep here, so I guess that's what it's for. But it's lovely. Hey, yes! Is there a better place to see red deer than in Scotland? I forget it's the rutting season. I'm not sure if it's the shooting season. Now, I have seen some grouse, and I'm now seeing signs of the heather being burnt and managed, and there's some stone structures up here where I guess they sit in and shoot. I don't think they're shooting today. I've not seen any signs. I'm not having a fire. I've got my Trangia and I've got a FIREBOX, so we're going to be pretty safe with that. Right, not really many places I can set up, so I'm actually in an exposed area. I know that I praise the FIREBOX here, and I don't do it for fun. You know, I do it because I mean it, and I purchased this myself. I'll put that right out there now. I bought this myself, so I've no reason to, other than the fact that I really enjoy using it. And it's going to come into its own here now. So we've got the damper door on the top. I've got this breeze, so it protect my flame a little bit. Where's the trees here? You know, I've got my Trangia burner and some fuel, and then you can adjust the heights with your fire sticks, or I think there's a little accessory there as well where you can rest your burner, so I can arrange the height that I want. So some other twig stoves will take a Trangia burner, they all will in a way, but some you just can't adjust the height. Then you might need a wee rock, and there's nothing here. So I'm happy, and there is a road down there. In fact, it's going to be a slight change of plans. I've come up, I like circular walks, so I'm going to head down this hill later and then head along this, there's a river down here, I'll show you, and then head back to the car somehow that way. Okay, we'll get a bit of fuel in here. We're going to make a cup of tea first. I feel like a nice cup of tea. Got some fresh ginger there. If you haven't tried that, I do recommend it. It's tasty and it's also quite warming as well. We'll get this fired up in a sec. Oh, I think it went. Yes. Yep. Interesting. Doesn't fit. When you get the FIREBOX with the accessories, you get couple of extra fire sticks, so these will come in handy, won't they? I might actually raise that flame, I think. Thinking about that, it's a bit low. That's what we'll do. I had to put the flame out. That's actually going again. Nice and easy that. So the wind sort of died down and then it comes back, but no, that's good. Let's do that. Oh, let's, as I say, we've got these fire sticks here. We'll just put these on. Just cut off a bit of this ginger here. As a matter of fact, what I'll do, I'm going to put this in the pot and let that boil up with the water there. I never done that before, but that'll work a treat actually. Remedy, we are doing ginger tea. If I stand here. Right, let's get some beans in the pan. It's a non-stick pan, so I'm not going to put any oil in. I don't want to overdo this. I should have brought a tub of beans actually rather than a whole tin. That'll do, I think. Now we've got some hot chili powder and also some green jalapeno hot sauce. No, I think we'll just do that. Some of that hot chili powder in there as well. I love coming out and doing the outdoor cook and kind of navigating the wee problems I seem to encounter every time. The experience levels must be getting right up there. That's pretty good. That just came to the boil and our fuel's run out, so I'll just replenish that and we'll get those beans on. But first of all, let's pour this cup of tea. Okay, here's our tea. Oh, delicious. Yeah, that burner wasn't full before and it's not even full now. It actually goes down a bit, but that's okay. It should be enough for fuel there for what I need to do. There we go. That is lit. Oh boy, nice. Right, let those beans cook out a bit. We're going to get the eggs mixed up. Enjoy this cup of tea too. Bit of salt. So that's just starting to bubble now. I normally like to put cheese in my omelette, but after my pork chop experience, I'm staying off cheese for a while. Last video, terrible. Nice, but yeah. We'll just let that cook through for another minute, and then we'll maybe try and fold it. We'll see. Oh, it looks pretty good on the bottom. We'll just give that another minute. But kind of well done. Oh dear. Excellent. Oh well, 'tis what it is. Not quite the old Spanish beans, I'd be honest. Haven't tried it yet though. Well, I remember what Heinz created. Actually, it was Heinz Creations is what it was called. Spanish beans and some other kind of flavours is there as well. This hasn't got a patch on it, I'll be quite honest about that. It's alright. It's got a bit of a heat to it, but not too hot. It's tasty enough, and it'll do for up here. I don't want to bring too much stuff with me. It was already quite a heavy bag. Although in saying that, I think I might cut a steak up here next time. Do a steak toasty or something. Up here it's alright. It's yeah, it's nourishing enough. What a real treat to see the deer. Males, big antlers, really nice. Just loved it. And they've gone over that way. I don't know if I'll bump into them on the way back. I don't really want to disturb them, but I wouldn't mind filming them as well. But no regrets about my location choice. Really nice to get out, fresh air. Sun's out as well. It's not that cold up here. We are mid to late autumn now. It's getting nicer as I have it actually. Right, as always I've got a big mess to clean up. Pick up my eggshells and take them. No trace left, and I'm going to head down this hill here and head back a different way. See what's about. So that's Glen Shee. That's a ski resort. I've been up there before. Okay, there's nothing about, so I'll be fine. To fly a drone, you need a license here in the UK, unless it's under 300 grams, I think it was. and this one comes in at 299 grams. But you do have to register, and that doesn't exempt you from being responsible. You can actually get a proper launch pad. I'm just using my jacket. So I've got an app on the phone, so I'm going to click take off. This is what you call a puff ball. That's releasing all the spores now for the mushroom to flourish elsewhere. Here we are. I forget the name of this one. I just call it a black slug, and it's actually got a use. They used to, if they didn't have grease for the axle of their carts back in the day, they would put these in the axle part. They're very, very slimy. I've stood on them by accident before. Even touching that now, it's extremely slimy, and so that would help the wheels of the cart move about without any problem with friction or anything. But we'll leave him alone. He's way out here in the hills though. Alright, perhaps not the greatest meal ever cooked in the history of the world, but for me I've had a great day, and that's what counts when you come out and do something like this. In another video I'll explain why I don't have a budget anymore for the channel, but I think that reflects in kind of what I do. I'm really on a cheap foodie thing. I do try to cook what you could cook. You know, I've seen other channels with lots of ingredients and expensive foods, and it's good to watch, but it's not practical sometimes. What I cook out here, anybody can cook. It's hit and miss. Today was alright, 50-50. Pork chop cheese last week was a sleeper. I was in bed after that one, but some of the other meals have been lovely. So yeah, it's just about the experience of the day, and it's been a great day. I really enjoyed this one. Look at the blue sky, the area that I'm in. There is a road down there, and actually there's a village up there. My car's there, I forget the name of the village. It's the Spittal of Glen Shee. I don't know if that's the name of the village or the actual start of the past Spittal. I think that's to do with hospital. So Spittal, there's a few places in Scotland. There's a place near me called Spitalfield, and apparently they were refuges from wolves, but I think as well people with leprosy and things like that back in the day. and so they were called spittles, and then hospitals has come from that. And so we're at the Spittle of Glenshee, so there must have been wolves around here a long time ago anyway. They're all gone now, sadly. So right, I'm going to finish up here, get back to the car, football's on, and on the way home, and win my dream team, and off I go. Cheers!